So last step here of wiring up our board to the motor. We'll need this 4-conductor, it's a PH4 cable, a 2-conductor, at least 18 gauge for the power, of course our awesome PCB, and the connector for the gold motor. The gold motor has its terminals labeled V+, that's power, ground, 0 volts, pulse plus, pulse minus, direction plus, and direction minus. And that corresponds to the servo power plus, servo power minus. And here on this white connector, we have direction minus, direction plus, pulse minus, pulse plus. So we just need to make those connections. I'll show you the color here. Also, it's in our GitHub documentation, a static photo of that. But we will take our 2-conductor power cable, we'll strip just a bit off of each end. You don't want to strip too much, so you have a lot of conductors sticking out. I like twisting these together. Make sure you don't have any loose conductor strands. We'll take a flathead screwdriver. We'll open up the terminal block. These ship with them fully closed. So we'll open them up. We'll take the red, put it into plus, black, put it into minus. This is about the right length of stripped wire so you don't see any conductor. We'll close this up. You want to make sure that you have enough stripped conductor that you're not clamping down on the insulating jacket. Snug these up. There we go. So that's our power connection. The signals for step and direction or pulse and direction, we just have to plug in on this side. I'll strip this and we can wire it up to the gold motor. All right, so we'll do our power cables first. We have V+, which is servo power plus. And again, pretty much all of these terminals ship fully closed. So you want to make sure you just open them all up before you start so that you're sure you're properly making the connection. You can see that there are these little gates that move. So it's at the top, and then as I unscrew it, it opens up, and that's where you're going to put your conductor. So we'll take our servo power plus, put it into plus V. Our ground, servo power minus. And then we'll take our pulse plus, which is black on these cables, and do pulse plus. I'm doing this outside of the housing just to make it easier to see. You can do this once it's inside, or if it's more convenient to do it outside, and then you can always install it. You can always just remove this entire assembly with these fasteners here. Then we have our red pulse minus. Again, make sure you want these pretty snug. You don't need to go too crazy, but you don't want to have a bad connection. Blue for direction plus. And finally gray for direction minus. And again, this is shown in our GitHub documentation, but here's the color layout for these cables. All right, just as one last reminder, this piece here is designed as a strain relief. And so when you're powering your Awesome, you can take your connector, pass it through that strain relief, and then plug in your 24-volt power. And this way, when you pull on this cable, if it gets caught, you won't pull the power connection out. This makes it a lot more secure. It does have a spot here as well for a zip tie anchor if you want to put one through there. All right, now that our Awesom's wired, fully assembled, we are ready to play. So thanks for watching these assembly videos. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them and we can make some more videos. We've been making a big push on getting all the documentation filled out. And so we're going to continue that and would love to hear any feedback you have on these. If you have any issues with your build, please reach out. If you have general questions about the project, the GitHub would be the correct place for that. If you have any issues about orders or are concerned that parts you have might not be right or some issue with the quality of what you received from Research and Desire, please reach out to us directly at support@researchanddesire.com, and we will take care of you and make sure you get what you need to build your awesome. Thanks so much, and stay awesome.